Welcome back to Thursday's Midday. Sowela Chancellor Dr. Neil Aspinwall joins us now over the phone. Great to have you calling in with us, Dr. Aspinwall.
Glad to be with you. Appreciate you allowing me to contribute.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we are here to talk about some recent salary data that was released when it comes to graduates from Sowela.
Yes, the U.S. Department of Education just came out with their new college scorecard, which lists the earnings indicator for every college university in the United States. It actually looks at what a student would earn 4 years after they graduate, and the median earnings, and we actually, in the state of Louisiana, we're number 3. There's only 2 public 2 or 4 year colleges ahead of us, and that's LSU and Louisiana Tech. So we're very proud of those earnings.
Yeah, that's great news right there. And so tell us, what programs tend to lead some of the highest salaries?
Some of our highest paying, 4 years after graduation, of course, chemical lab technology with an average salary of about almost $73,000. Of course, one of the large ones is process technology, and theirs is around $67,500. And then, of course, our nursing, RN programs are around $60,000 a year.
All right, and then what are some of the factors that, you believe contribute most to Sowela graduates earning the highest median salaries in Southwest Louisiana?
Well, one of the things that we do, we concentrate on programs that are built for the jobs that are available in a lot of the business and industry around us. Every one of our programs has an advisory committee, which is maintained, or the committee members work in those industries, so they tell us about our program, give us feedback, about our curriculum, our training equipment, our job-ready competencies, and we change and we modify to meet their needs. So that's one of the things that makes our program so successful.
All right, and then also, can you just, so how do these outcomes reflect Sowela's mission as a technical and community college?
Well, our main mission always has been, of course, we have a transfer mission, but our main mission is workforce development. So we focus on giving students the skills they need to quickly enter the workforce, to earn a competitive wage, and improve their quality of life. So obviously, with this new salary wage data, where our approach is working for the students, their employers, and our economy.
All right, and then for people that want to learn more about Sowela, or maybe they want to apply, how can they do that?
Well, always you can visit the Sowela website at www.sowela.edu, and we have a Flying Tiger open house that we're hosting on Saturday, March the 7th, so we'll be glad for anyone to come out and take a look at the campus.
Okay, and where's that open house happening at again?
It'll be here at Lake Charles on the main campus.
At the main campus. At what time is it at?
It will be starts at 10 in the morning.
Okay, and everyone is invited to come out to that.
Everyone is invited.
All right, Dr. Aspinwall, thank you so much for calling in with us this afternoon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And we'll be back right after this break.